Hello, hope everybody's well. This is my video on the new release from 88 Films, this edition of Pumpkinhead II Bloodwings. I'll be unboxing the edition, watching the film, then giving it a review and talking about the movie also. I have seen it before. I watched it on DVD some years ago and I didn't like the film. It's not very cohesive with the first film. They sort of step outside of the Pumpkinhead lore a little bit from what I can remember, and it's just not as good a movie. I mean, the first film's phenomenal. I love Pumpkinhead. I'm such a huge Pumpkinhead fan. I do like the franchise. I think Pumpkinhead 3 and 4 were better than Pumpkinhead 2, although I am going to go into this with an open mind and a fresh sort of like a clean slate, so I can actually give you like a good review. So I might end up even liking it upon rewatch, as I've only watched it for the first time. It's a 1994 film, directed by Jeff Burr, who's done a few horror sequels. This release is Region B, 88 Films. Let's crack it open and have a look, and we'll look more at the specifics as we go along. So it's kind of weird here in the UK. We've never had a proper, we've never had a Blu-ray release of Pumpkinhead, but before that happens, we're getting Pumpkinhead 2. Obviously 88 must have got the license for it and just decided to put it out. I have a feeling though, if you hold tight, the UK's first Blu-ray release of Pumpkinhead and its debut on 4K will be presented by Second Sight, because there is currently a digital version of Pumpkinhead on digital on iTunes Store, places like that where you can download movies. And at the bottom, where you look at the specifics in the studio, the digital version of Pumpkinhead, the original Pumpkinhead, is actually presented by Second Sight Films, and it also has fresh like artwork. So I'm assuming Second Sight Films are going to put out a big release of Pumpkinhead, perhaps like for Halloween, or maybe sometime later this year after Halloween, or early next year. So, you know, if you're looking to get your hands on a UK edition of Pumpkinhead, I think we will get our debut edition on 4K and Blu-ray from Second Sight. But this is Pumpkinhead 2 Bloodwings. Lovely slip. 88 are killing it with the slips. I mean, you get these really thick slips, almost like a glossy version of the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, you know, really high quality. There's a look at the back, certificate 15, MGM film, Park Circus, Region B, so you'll have to have a region free player if you're outside of the UK. Features include 1080p HD presentation, 2.0 English stereo, optional English SDH subtitles, commentary by director Jeff Burr, that's interesting. Audio commentary by film journalist Matty Budwicks and David Wayne. Monster Mash, which must be a featurette. Interview with Mark McCracken. The Creature wore tennis shoes, creating Pumpkinhead 2. Monster Mash. Interview with Mark McCracken. Original trailer, stills gallery, brand new artwork by Graham Humphreys, which is nice. I knew Graham Humphreys did this. He's doing a lot of 88 stuff lately. And reversible sleeve with the original poster art. Oh, the film's from 1993. I kept saying 1994, so the film's 1993. Must have got released in 1994, because it has got 1994 on the information, the small print information on the back. Anyway, there's the slip. So got that underneath your Blu-ray. You know, pretty nice edition. It retails at £16.99. So, you know, a brand new Blu-ray normally costs £15. This is sort of like a nice edition from a boutique label, so it's £17. So you're paying £2 more for the lovely slip cover, which is probably worth it to enhance the edition a little bit. Okay, so there's your slip, nice and thick, as you can see. There's your Blu-ray. Same artwork from Graham Humphreys. Been doing a lot of 88 stuff lately. I think he's doing the Crawl Space artwork. That looks really nice, which is coming out in a couple of weeks from 88. He did the Anthropophagus and Absurd artwork. Graham Humphreys killing it with his spectacular art. One disc. The new artwork's on the disc, like that. And then you have your reversible art, which I may flip, because I do like the actual original movie poster for Pumpkinhead 2. So you get this, I'll just flip it. Then we can have the best of both worlds. We've got this cool original art, and then we've got the slip cover with the newly commissioned on, which does look pretty damn good. But yeah, I don't always flip them, but I thought it might be a good idea too, so why the hell not. So I'll just show you guys what this looks like. This is the original artwork, and it looks very nice from what I can see. This was on the 101 Films DVD edition, which is available at Pumpkinhead 2 Bloodwings. That's what it looks like. Really cool. I'm going to keep that flipped. Same information on the back. Let's pop the disc back in because I'll be playing that soon. That's going in the Blu-ray player. And I'll give you guys a review and some of my thoughts on the new disc and the film when we've finished up here. There we go. So what you get, you got your reversible sleeve with the newly commissioned art and the original, which I flipped, and then you've got your original artwork. So fantastic edition. Well, lovely edition. It's just the film's rubbish from what I can remember. But I'm going to sit back, watch it, give you guys some thoughts and a review after I've watched it. So that'll be coming on this video momentarily. So yeah, that's the unboxing anyway. Yeah, it looks like a good edition. Let's see if the film can win me over, which could be a hard task. Okay, stand by for the review. Hey, so just got done watching Pumpkinhead 2, the new 88 Films release. That's that here. Yeah, my opinion's not changed much on the film. I mean, you know, I'll cut straight to the point. It wasn't great, and this is the second time watching it. It has a few redeeming like qualities. I found some fun in it, you know, whereas I didn't the first time around. But it's got some familiar faces in there. You know, it's got some like horror genre actors in there. You have Andrew Robinson, who played the dad in Hellraiser. He's one of the main characters. He plays the sheriff. You've got an appearance from Linnea Quigley in there, and you have an appearance from Kane Hodder. So there is a few familiar faces in there. The narrative's pretty straightforward. This sort of like, you know, this kind of like invalid guy is murdered at the beginning of the film. His corpse is buried. Group of teens in the future come across the witch's house. They decide to go and perform a ritual with an vial of blood, which is apparently the blood of the cursed or whatever, the forsaken. They mix that with the shrunken corpse of this supposed this guy who was murdered years prior in the 50s, and Pumpkinhead is resurrected. So what I don't like about Pumpkinhead 2 is they completely stem off from the lore. In the first film, the witch, you have to basically somebody who seeks vengeance, that being Lance Henriksen's character, vengeance for his son in the first film who's killed accidentally. He goes to the witch. He has to cut himself and put do a blood sacrifice and put some of his blood into the ritual. Then Pumpkinhead is summoned and comes from the pumpkin patch. He's kind of like comes into reality from a pumpkin, say like a little shriveled pumpkin corpse thing that's buried, and that's how Pumpkinhead comes. He's an entity that's there to seek revenge on people's behalf. In this film, from what I gather, a bit of a mess of a film, so you know, all over the place a little bit. Pumpkinhead's actually this murdered victim, so the victim, the blood's mixed with this shriveled corpse of the victim from the beginning of the film, and he comes as Pumpkinhead. So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Don't know whether I'm on the bang on the mark there, but that's what I got from the film. He's Pumpkinhead. So the victim from the beginning is summoned and takes on the form of Pumpkinhead. The witch doesn't look as cool as it in this film. You can tell it's a bit cheaper and not made with so much love. The scenes when Pumpkinhead isn't on screen as well kind of suck. Like, you know, the story around it's not that interesting. The character interactions aren't great. The sheriff's an okay character, played by Andrew Robinson. He does an okay job. Cool to see Kane Hodder in it. He's got a very brief cameo. Yeah, so when Pumpkinhead's not on screen, the film's not that interesting. There's a couple of good kills where Pumpkinhead shows up. There's always a storm behind him. It's kind of the majority of Pumpkinhead scenes involves him smashing down a door, and he'll be stood in the doorway with all like lightning and thunder and a storm behind him, and then the victim's like, oh no, Pumpkinhead will either straight up like maul them to death or basically put them you know, like create some sort of situation that'll lead to their death. Like in one scene, he kind of pushes somebody onto a hook. That's like the first kill of the film for Pumpkinhead. And then there's another scene where he straight up just drives a spike and impales this girl later on, this young woman. So some of the scenes with Pumpkinhead and the kills are kind of fun. When Pumpkinhead's not on screen, it's all kind of boring. It's just the sheriff and this group of young teens, or older teens if you will, trying to, like late teens, trying to figure out what's going on basically, and why this creature, you know, why people are showing up dead. And it's basically the character from the beginning has taken on the form of Pumpkinhead, and he's avenging his death, his nasty grisly death at the beginning of the film. He's avenging that as Pumpkinhead and going after the people who were responsible for that. Now they're older, and he's going after them as they are older men. Yeah, that's about it really. They stem way off on the Pumpkinhead lore. This is why I prefer the third film, Ashes to Ashes, and the Pumpkinhead 4. They're not exactly great films. You've got Doug Bradley in Pumpkinhead 3, Ashes to Ashes as well, who played Pinhead in Hellraiser. What I like about 3 and 4 is they're not great films, but they stick to the lore. So 3 and 4 have the same lore as the original film, whether this Pumpkinhead 2 Bloodwings completely stems off and is a bit strange. If you watch the film, you'll get it. If you're a fan of the first Pumpkinhead film, which I think is a phenomenal movie and I love it, I do recommend checking out Pumpkinhead 2. You know, I'm a completionist, so I like to get these films and complete the franchises. Gives me a better scope on things, but I would say it's not essential. It's a great addition from 88. The Blu-ray scan looked pretty damn good. Like the quality of the Blu-ray, you know, the picture quality, very good. The audio quality is pretty damn good. As far as the presentation and the release is concerned, stunning release from 88. Love the release. Very happy to have it. I do recommend it as a Blu-ray release for a collector. But as far as the film's concerned, stream this or grab it even cheaper when this Blu-ray goes down. Perhaps get it without the slip at a reduced cost, because I can't really recommend the film wholeheartedly. But if you're a fan of Pumpkinhead, you ought to see it. So I will say that if you're a Pumpkinhead franchise fan, do go out of your way and sort of pick it up and watch it. If you're not too bothered in general about Pumpkinhead, you know, it's just worth a look. It's not an amazing film, but great addition, great transfer as well on Blu-ray. All that stuff's spot on from 88. But yeah, can't say my moods, you know, my opinions changed on it much. I'll probably give it I'll give it 2 stars out of 5. I'm not sure what I rated it when I first viewed it, but I'll give it 2 stars out of 5. Good scenes involving Pumpkinhead. You know, a couple of the kills are quite decent. When Pumpkinhead's not on screen, it's quite boring, apart from the beginning where the story's been set up. They stem off away from the Pumpkinhead lore of the first film, which I do not agree with or like. But yeah, there's a little review of Pumpkinhead 2 for you. Some interesting cameos in there as well, which is kind of cool. But otherwise, yeah, not exactly thrilled about this movie. Love the edition. I'm happy to have it in my collection. So there we go. Thanks for watching anyway. I'll see you on the next video. Not been putting out as many videos lately. Got some other things going on. I will get back to being a bit more, you know, get back to a little bit more of a regular routine with what I upload eventually. But for now, it'll just be some videos every so often. What else? I wanted to talk about something else as well. I'm trying to think. No, that's it. Anyway, there's my review of Pumpkinhead 2. Released on Monday, the 5th of August. So it's out this Monday from 88 Films. $16.99. Great release and edition of a really bad film. So thanks for watching. Bye.